January 9th, Macroad, 2007, where Steve Jobs famously says,
an iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator.
Before the original iPhone came out, phones were primarily used for voice calls and texting. Rarely it could have a basic camera, a calendar, or possibly could run a few rather simple games. But in 2007, the definition of what a phone is was completely redefined by the release of the iPhone.
Are you getting it? These are not three separate devices. This is one device.
a long time before the iPhone was even made, a young Steve Jobs in his father's garage had been dismantling computers and putting them back together. His father introduced him to engineering, which created his love and drive for both engineering and innovation.
This young Steve Jobs had learned that the inside of a device needed to be just as polished as the outside of it for it to work perfectly. This same innovation was showing a lot during his early career, but by the year 2005, music-playing phones became troublesome competition for the iPod. Steve Jobs knew that the industry was very flawed, so he came up with the iPhone.
Steve Jobs, driven to design a revolutionary device, created the iPhone to make a better version of the iPod. It merged music and the internet into one singular mobile device, and it brought a huge change to the entire phone market.
iPhone is a revolutionary and magical product that is literally 5 years ahead of any other mobile phone, said Steve Jobs during an Apple press release.
In January of 2007, Steve Jobs released the original iPhone, a revolutionary mobile device.
The original iPhone featured a 3.5-inch screen, an interactive touchscreen display, microphone, headset controls, and aspects that many smartphone users take for granted. Beginning from its 2007 release, the iPhone received a mixed reaction, ranging from high user satisfaction to deep suspicion from industry experts.
While consumers loved the innovation, critics and competitors, such as the co-founder of Microsoft, Steve Ballmer, wrote it off as too expensive, lacking 3G, and destined to flop.
Despite the complaints about the price, the iPhone was quickly able to redefine mobile tech and user expectations. The Wall Street Journal wrote that the iPhone was balanced, beautiful, and a breakthrough handheld computer. In addition, a recent interview from the Wall Street Journal with Apple CEO Tim Cook explained his reaction to the original iPhone. He explained,
"You once told me that of all of your years at Apple, the launch of the iPhone was your favorite moment. Why?"
Because it was something that we all were using every day. We were using that generation smartphone, and it was such an awful experience. And I love the fact that all of a sudden you had this touch interface and it worked like your mind worked.
Time magazine took the praise to another level by giving the iPhone the invention of the year.
But in 2008, just as the iPhone was taking over, the global market crashed. This crash was initiated by the bursting of the housing bubble, a direct result of banks issuing high-risk loans. Big banks failed, people lost their homes, and the world hit a massive recession. Even with the economy failing, the iPhone became a necessary luxury. People were cutting costs everywhere, but they kept the iPhone because the convenience justified the price. It replaced your standalone camera, your GPS, and your laptop. It was cheaper to own one device rather than four, making it a survival tool for the digital age.
This success is clearly visible when comparing how quickly the original iPhone sold 1 million units compared to how long it took for the original iPod to sell the same amount. The iPod took nearly 500 days to hit the 1 million unit milestone. But the iPhone shattered that record by reaching its first million sales in just 74 days. After gaining market share, Apple was troubled with lawsuits against other mainstream brands. The company Cisco had a legal clash with Apple over the patented name of iPhone. A similar lawsuit to this was with Samsung, another company known for selling electronics. Apple claimed that Samsung was copying the design of the iPhone with their S1 series phone. Samsung was later proven guilty and Apple was compensated for the sum of $1 billion. The iPhone transformed the phone into a technological platform, not just a communication device. Through the revolutionary touchscreen, integrated hardware and software, and constant internet connectivity, Apple enabled third-party applications to function smoothly into a single global device. The launch of the App Store in 2008 created a centralized digital marketplace with instant global distribution, sparking the app economy. This innovation has led to millions of new jobs, the rise of billion-dollar companies such as Uber and Instagram, and the permanent disruption of traditional industries, including transportation, retail, and entertainment.
The original iPhone set the standard for what smartphones should be like.
As a result of this, current smartphones give constant, easy access to a vast amount of knowledge and straightforward means of communication, giving the user connections with ideas and people no matter who or where they are.
The ability of capturing perspective through photos and videos unlocks a level of convenience when communicating, allowing people to express themselves in even more ways that weren't possible before.
However, these benefits are evened out by its potential liabilities, such as addiction to being constantly connected, feeling depressed when being disconnected, along with social pressures and cyberbullying among the younger generations. In conclusion, the iPhone didn't just change small aspects of life. It completely revolutionized communication, information, and workflow.
Solely due to its impact, phones went from small devices used for communication only to multi-use advanced computers that fit in our pockets. The world before the iPhone compared to the world after the iPhone seems almost primitive in comparison.
It is not all perfect though, because of potential problems like screen time and addiction.
But at the end of the day, it was a groundbreaking invention that made the base for every single smartphone to come.
The iPhone connected users to the world, but in the process, it made a society that is always connected, but simultaneously very detached.